my high school picture. Okay. Oh, shoot. That's why I normally do this. All right. So, hi, everybody on YouTube. I was trying to figure out why I normally do these as a restream. Um, and I just realized it's because it's the only way I can actually split the screen so that you can see what I'm doing and I can also read it. But because I'm an idiot, I didn't do it that way. Uh, huh. Let's just 1 second. Oh, did I close it? Oh my god. I think I closed it. Okay, so let's just start it again. That's fine. No one was no one knows I exist on YouTube anyway. Let's go to Chrome and let's go live. 1 second. Okay, I will change the name later. Hello everybody. How are you? This is Pauline, Chronically Spicy. And I am going to change the name to Pauline Talks. Let's see. I am doing this the ADHD way, which means I'm doing it while I'm talking to you, as opposed to before, like the neurotypical way, which would be have it prepared, because that's no. There's not enough medication in the world for that. So let's see, focal seizures. All right, so save. And now I would also like to say I have two. I need, if anybody is interested, I would love to start getting and building my Patreon, because I need to try and get $15 a month as a regular going, because then I can afford to purchase and pay for the monthly pro plan that will allow me to have more than one guest at a time and allow me to stream on more than one platform. Right now, I can only stream on YouTube and one other platform, and that's really annoying. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera back on, and I'm going to share an article with you, very, very, very quickly. We know, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I have mast cell activation syndrome, I have latex allergy, I have hypermobile spectrum disorder, I have dysautonomia, I'm ADHD, apparently super ADHD, and I'm autistic, and now I might have focal seizures, because I couldn't be buoyant enough, and things needed to get more fun. Why not? Okay, so anyway, yay. I'm excited. I'm not, but I had another episode last night, and I can very briefly tell you that I have determined that yes, every single focal seizure, or other type of seizure that may have happened with that, I would be highly surprised if a doctor told me I had something else after I got evaluated. 100%. Like, I have never. I'm about as sure of that as I was when I was sure I was pregnant. When at 9 months. Like, that's how sure I am. But what I want to do, because this is how I process the world and keep myself sane, is read an article from Healthline for you that might help you figure out, or maybe a loved one figure out, if focal seizures are a reason that, something that they need to be looking into. because here's the thing. I mean, the bottom line is when we're chronically ill, focal seizures, MCAS, anything else, it's usually not just the one thing, because that's not how chronic illness usually comes in packages. It's like a buy one get 15 for free. Like it's the worst Healthline. It's not Health. Hi, I'm reading an article from Healthline. It's like the worst BOGO ever. Okay, so anyway, here is the article. No, that's New Next. That's an out. No, we're not. I'm not reading an ad. Sorry. You can peeve off. I have not shared the screen yet because I'm looking for the right one. Here we go. Let's see. I just found the article 3 times already. There we go. Is that it? Yes. Okay. Thank goodness. Here we go. Now I can share the screen. All right. 1 second. And I want to see, how do I have the screen shared? Am I here or is it here? I'll do this one. I'll do that one. I'm at the bottom of the screen because the article is the focus here. All right. We're going to share this screen so I can make sure I'm sharing properly. Focal seizures. There we go. Okay. Boom. Now we're going to read this article and then we can discuss it in the comments after. All right. That is all I am doing, and I will respond to comments, and we're going to keep this one short. No more ADHD intro. All right. Article. Understanding Focal Epilepsy by from Healthline by do not see the author's name, but it was medically reviewed by Susan W. Lee D.O. and Daniel Yetman on November 13th, 2023. So Healthline is a hugely valuable resource for chronic illness because every article is reviewed by a medical professional, just so you know that, okay? Article. Focal epilepsy involves recurrent focal seizures which affect only one area of your brain. These seizures, which I can never say, tend to be less severe than seizures that affect both sides of your brain. Okay? Epilepsy is a neurological condition that affects about 3 million adults and 470 children in the United States. Healthcare professionals might diagnose epilepsy if someone has 2 or more seizures that don't have a known cause, such as a high fever or medication side effects. Okay? Focal epilepsy is the most common type. People with this type of epilepsy experience focal seizures, but may or may not cause them to lose consciousness. Some research suggests that focal seizures affect up to 61% of people with epilepsy. And for anybody in the comment section who stops in and happens to ask me if I had a stroke midway through reading this, if I started slurring anything, one of the issues with epilepsy and one of the issues with MCAS is if I react and my tongue starts to go dry, it can start to swell a little bit, and it might come out sounding a little weird. So I'm just gonna say that now, just in case anyone is like, "What did she just say?" The words are on the page. You can read the words on the page if you can't understand what I said. Okay, what is focal epilepsy? Focal epilepsy involves recurrent seizures that are mainly focal. Okay. It's the most common form of epilepsy in both children and adults. Roughly 2/3 of epilepsy cases that develop in childhood are focal epilepsy. During focal seizures, you may be aware you have impaired awareness. Aware focal seizures affect only one area of your brain, and don't cause loss of consciousness. Impaired awareness focal seizures affect a larger part of your brain and cause a loss of consciousness. Focal seizures occur in 6 to 12% of people with epilepsy, and impaired awareness focal seizures occur in about 36%. Learn more about the different types of seizures. We'll do that later. What's the difference between a seizure and epilepsy? Okay. A seizure is an uncontrolled burst of electrical information in your brain that can cause symptoms such as muscle stiffness, loss of muscle control, jerking movements, or loss of consciousness. Epilepsy involves recurring seizures. To receive a diagnosis of epilepsy, you must have at least 2 unprovoked seizures occurring more than 24 hours apart, or 1 seizure with high likelihood of having another. Okay. What are the symptoms of focal epilepsy? Let's get into that, okay? And by the way, I'm Mexican American. I deal with a lot of the news that rips the carpet out from under my feet with humor, dark humor. It's the only way that's how I function. But I'm going to be a good girl because I am not going to drop a single bad word while I'm doing this video because we're focusing on the article. So here are the symptoms. Epilepsy can cause focal aware or focal impaired awareness seizures. You don't lose consciousness during focal aware. They tend to last less than 2 minutes. During this time, you may feel like you're frozen and unable to respond to other people. Okay, all right. You don't lose. Okay, symptoms depend on where in your brain the seizures begin, but they can include. And I'm going to put up a finger for every single one that qualifies for me. Changes in sensations such as taste and smell, muscle twitching, eye movements, a strange feeling going through your head, numbness or tingling in your limbs. I believe tingling, hallucinations, a feeling that your arm or leg is smaller than usual. I can't even quantify that one because if I'm swollen on one part of my body because of MCAS, I can't tell if that's a seizure thing or not. So we'll leave that one alone. A feeling of deja vu. I get that a lot, but I thought it was just a thing. I didn't realize it was a bad. I don't know. Sudden, intense fear or joy. I've never had sudden, intense fear. I do often when I start getting the tachycardia, get the intense fear. So that would be 7. 7. Okay. Learn more about focal aware seizures here. All right. If you have an impaired awareness seizure, your consciousness will be affected. That's what I think my problem is. You may be able to hear people, but not fully understand what they're saying or be able to respond. Symptoms must include might include. How many of these? It didn't say how many were required, but the symptoms include a blank stare, lip smacking. I do that all the time. I don't know if I used to think it was an autism thing. People have commented on that part on my YouTube channels on videos before. I can't explain if that's epilepsy or if that's a seizure thing. Eyelid fluttering. I've recorded that once, I believe. Chewing. Like when you have food in front of you? I guess I'm just chewing. I'm going to go with no. Hand or finger movements. Okay, so stimming. That one could be iffy because stimming or am I having a seizure? But if we're talking jerking moments with my leg or legs, then yes. Laughing just randomly at inappropriate times, probably. That also could be explained by being autistic. I just laugh now reading an article about focal seizures. But it also could not be. It could be an ND thing, a neurodivergent thing. So I don't know. Crying randomly. I'm chronically ill, and my A, B, C, D, E, F, she has everything list is getting longer by the minute. So I think that part's justified, but I don't consider it a symptom that I actually have. And randomly screaming, I don't have that either. That I'm aware of because I haven't woken anybody up when I was having one. When is a seizure an emergency? Most people don't require emergency medical attention, but the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends seeking emergency attention if you or somebody you're with, one, has a seizure for the first time. That would only work if you're going to recognize it as a seizure. Seriously. And since a lot of this doesn't sound like what most people would recommend or observe or think of as a seizure, I think there's a very low likelihood of that happening. Also has an underlying condition such as diabetes, heart disease, or pregnancy and experiences a seizure. I'm going to add MCAS dysautonomia, hypermobile syndrome. Yeah, okay. Anyway, has a seizure in water. Okay. Sustains an injury during the seizure. That makes sense also. Are we still sharing this on YouTube? Making sure. 1 second, and I'll go back down. I just want to make sure focal seizure symptoms. Yes, we are still sharing that. Or now we are. I don't know if we were before. I thought I hit share. Okay, here we are. So I apologize that you didn't see that before because I have ADHD and I forgot to take my medication earlier. So this is what you call real time. Okay, we're gonna go down here. Okay, here we go. Is that so to diagnose, you have to have 2 episodes or unprovoked seizures that are more than 24 hours apart, or 1 seizure with a high likelihood of having another. I already read about all of this. But so I can turn this into a short. Hey, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy. Let's talk symptoms about focal seizure from healthline.com. Changes in senses such as taste and smell, muscle twitching, eye movements, a strange feeling going through your head, numbness of tingling in your limbs, a feeling that your arm or leg is smaller than usual, hallucinations, a feeling of deja vu, sudden intense fear or joy, and the sensation of seeing flashing lights. Learn more about focal seizures here. I'm going to include all of these links in the description box or the caption, depending on which platform you're seeing this on. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all in the next video. All right. 1 second. This is the next video. Okay. Hey everyone, from this is Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and I wanted to do a part 2 on the focal seizure symptom article from Healthline. If you have an impaired awareness seizure, your consciousness will be affected. You may be able to hear people, but not fully and understand what they're saying or be able to respond. I'll share the moment in my brain in a minute or next time in the video for you guys. Symptoms might include a blank stare, lip smacking, eye fluttering, chewing, hand or finger movements, laughing, crying, screaming. Learn more about focal awareness seizures here. I will go over that one in the next video. First, let me find the Healthline that I was actually in because, well, I lost it. 1 minute. Complex. Here we go. All right, cool. So, I mean, not cool. I found what I was looking for. All right. Anyway, I hope that you learned something from this video. If you need any questions answered, I'm not a medical professional, but I will research and help you with links that you can send to your doctor. Please follow, like, subscribe, and please share and help spread awareness for chronic illness, including epilepsy. Thank you very much. Let me do, okay, Robin, rest up. Give me another moment. Is it disassociation or seizures? That's what I want to know. All right. Let me start over. Hey, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and we're going to talk about when seizures are an emergency. So this is going to be a short. Most seizures don't require emergency medical attention, but the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends seeking emergency attention if you or somebody you're with has a seizure for the first time, has an underlying condition. I'm going to guess this includes pretty much everything that most people who are following me have with chronic illness, but such as diabetes, heart disease, or pregnancy, and experiences a seizure. Has a seizure in water, sustains an injury during a seizure. My article. Wait a second. Can you hear me? The reason I'm asking is because somebody flagged me for misinformation. I'm reading an article from healthline.com, and the article was medically reviewed by 2 doctors, and I'm not sure where TikTok got that from, but if I continue to get flagged while doing lives on YouTube and TikTok does this, I hope you're following me on YouTube because I won't be doing these over here anymore. Just so you know. Now I'm going to re-record this last part because all right. It happens to me almost all the time, Ghost Duck. I've been like, all right. What are the symptoms of focal epilepsy? This is Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and I am researching focal epilepsy because this may be something I might be dealing with myself. I make sense of the world by researching everything and learning behind the what, so that I can find the right path to answers and move forward. That's what we're doing here. Epilepsy from Healthline.com. Epilepsy can cause focal awareness or focal impaired awareness seizures. You don't lose consciousness during focal aware seizures. They tend to last less than 2 minutes during this time. You may feel you're frozen and may be unable to respond to other people. Okay, something just made sense. Okay. Symptoms depend on where in your brain the seizure begins, but they can include changes in senses such as taste and smell, muscle twitching, eye movements, a strange feeling going through your head, numbness or tingling in your limbs. A feeling that your arm or leg is smaller than usual, hallucinations, a feeling of deja vu, sudden intense fear or joy, the sensation of seeing flashing lights. Learn more about focal seizures here. All right, that's all for this one. And please make sure to leave a like, comment, share. Please subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments, and we'll keep the conversation going. See you in the next video. Okay, moving on to the next part in a minute. Let's see here. Let me look on YouTube and see if anybody's talking. Just making sure. I don't see chat, so I will just say hi. Okay. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not the one I want to share. Okay. Let's just open up YouTube. Your channel. And we'll get to the right spot. Live. Oh, that's not the one I want either. Sometimes I can see. Apparently, people can see what I can't see right now on YouTube. So if you comment on YouTube, I will reply later. Right now, I can't actually see what I've got coming in for comments over there at all. All right, let's go back to the article on focal seizures. Hey, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and here is a quick one for a little bit of information from healthline.com on impaired awareness seizure, which means that your consciousness will be affected. You may be able to hear people, but not fully understand what they're saying or be able to respond. Symptoms might include a blank stare, lip smacking, eyelid fluttering, chewing, hand or finger movements, laughing, crying, or screaming. And you can learn more about focal impaired awareness seizures right here on this link. I'm going to include a link to this article in the caption or description box on other platforms. I know that on YouTube, you can only see or click links that I share in my video comments if they're in the description box. You can see and click on videos, Facebook Reel videos. You can click on those. And on YouTube, you can only click on the link if it's the only part, the part that's used in the comment. So be aware of that. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please make sure to drop them in the comments, like, subscribe, share with anyone you know. Awareness helps save lives for chronic illness and allergies, and I appreciate you watching. See you in the next video. Okay, let me take a break and look here. Okay, let's see. What happened? This happens to you too? Disassociation is scary. Happens all the time. Yeah, user. I used to think that's what was happening to me. But this makes a lot of sense. And the portion on numbness or tingling in the body part, I apparently woke up with a seizure hangover. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't say for certain that this is what happened, but I can tell you that I suspect that that might describe the situation that I have with my lower back on certain days if I have a nocturnal seizure, because literally I had to pee really bad and I couldn't move. I couldn't even roll onto my back. Another time, and the one where it said that you can hear or you can't speak. Um, I I wonder if focal seizures, and I'm just throwing this out there, but I wonder if focal impaired awareness seizures may is it maybe what could possibly explain um, that night sleep demon thing. um, anyway, or sleep paralysis because I I couldn't move. Tried whispering my husband's name because it was as loud as I could talk. I was terrified. I could not move. I swore something was in the room. It lasted for a total of 5 minutes. I went back to sleep, like attached to him. All right, let me finish this up. All right, did I already read? Okay, so hi, let's see. Hey everybody, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and we're talking seizures. This is an article from Healthline.com. When is a seizure an emergency? We're doing this in bits, and the longer video is all together in a live that you can check under the live description section of my channel. Most seizures don't require emergency medical attention, but the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which all of these links are going to be included somewhere in the description box, the pinned comment, or in the caption, like the Facebook Reels. So, emergency attention is recommended by the CDC if the person you're with, or if you're the one that has it, has a seizure for the first time, has an underlying condition such as diabetes, heart disease, or pregnancy, and experiences a seizure, has a seizure in water. And I'm warning you, I'm letting you know, seizure is one of those words that's always thrown me off. I grew up speaking 2 languages. So if I slur that, it's not because I'm having an issue. It's just because I can't say that word properly. Emergency personnel should also be called if you sustain an injury during a seizure, if a person has a second seizure shortly after the first, experiences a seizure that may last 5 minutes or longer. That's awesome. Has trouble breathing after a seizure. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so friends, I have some thinking to do because, oh my God. There'll be some follow-up on this one. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And please leave in your comment, let me know what you think. If you have experienced anything that is like disassociation or anything like that, because some of these conditions, some of these symptoms that I'm reading on the seizure list in general, make me think MCAS, because I used to blame it all to brain fog. And mine, if it's not medicated immediately, will last up to 2 hours because I'm rationing meds. I'm looking at probably 2 or 3 hours. So that would mean that I would be in the hospital like every single time. All right. I will be making a call to my doctor. Everybody, please stay safe. Please stay aware. Awareness saves lives. And all the links will be available in the caption, description box, or a pinned comment. And I will see you in the next video. Oh my God. Okay, you guys. If a seizure is an emergency, if just because it lasts longer than 10 minutes, no, 5 minutes, then every seizure I've had has been wee woo ride worthy. Oh my God. Oh God. Hi, Sanctuary Sierra. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Sleep paralysis. I wouldn't wish sleep paralysis or the impending doom that comes with an anaphylactic reaction on my worst enemy. And trust me, there are people that I truly do not like. I will pretend to if it's necessary. No. There are 2 people that I do not like that I will not even bother pretending I do not like. And it's known that I do not like them, and it's known why I do not like them. And I wouldn't wish this on them. I'm not saying hi. And I'm not telling my daughter she's in trouble for refusing to let one of them hold her when she's a baby. And my girl just basically says, no, you didn't ask, and she walks away. And I'm like, because I'm petty like that. But longer than 5 minutes, has an underlying condition. How many do they want? I can give you, I've got a whole alphabet. My God. All right, next video. This is next short for YouTube. What causes focal epilepsy? Hey, this is Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and we are trying to break down this article from Healthline into snippets. If you want to see the full video, I've got a live on focal seizures, and here is a short that describes focal epilepsy. Before I start, please like, share, subscribe. And after you finish watching, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Share your story. Let's keep the conversation going, because awareness for allergies and chronic illness saves lives. And when I say that the chronic illness community can scream all at once and as loud as it wants, we still need everyone else to chip in and help us make some noise. So please consider sharing and on any of your social platforms. And if you want to give me a bonus, let it replay while you're washing the dishes or taking the dog for a walk because the watch hours help. All right. Anyway, on to what causes focal epilepsy from Healthline. The exact cause of focal epilepsy is not known. Potential causes include genetic factors, stroke, brain infections, TBIs or traumatic brain injury, brain tumor. There's a story I have for you on that one. Vascular malformations, abnormal bundles of blood vessels in your brain, drug misuse, medication side effects, not that I know of for anything I'm on, endocrine disorders, electrolyte imbalances. This doesn't happen to my daughter because she drinks electrolytes like she's a fish in water, and with electrolytes, and autoimmune disease. All right, chronically ill people, my chronic illness crew. Okay, sounds like a great time. Again, dealing with everything with dark humor because if you can't laugh, all I'm gonna do is cry. All right, so now that you have learned what the causes of focal epilepsy are, please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if any of these apply to you, and how you got diagnosed and how you're doing if you happen to have it. Or if you think you have it, which symptoms or causes do you think may have led to your situation? Because I have not yet been evaluated. I'm working on that, and I will update as I go. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure like, share, subscribe, watch the video, let it replay when you're not paying attention because watch hours help. As soon as I get to 1,000 followers, I can maybe actually get the channel monetized because every single day of the week seems to bring a new ABC alphabet chronic illness coming my way, and YouTube might have to be my job. So that means you have to make me help it become a reality. All right. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and stay safe. All right. Taking a break because we're going to do how is focal epilepsy diagnosed next. Son of a bitch. All right. Last night, user. Eliana, about how long was I out?
Huh?
About how long was I out? An hour and a half or so?
Something like that. I don't pay attention to time.
Yeah, my daughter's autistic too. I think about an hour and a half. I remember it started my leg twitching, my right leg twitching. It used to just be my left leg twitching, which just freaking did because 50 ml of Benadryl I took, baby Benadryl I took, is full of coconut allergens. So it didn't fully actually work, but I don't have my actual medication and won't have it until my doctor calls it in, because it didn't happen today and the pharmacy is not open until Monday, although they have the prescription waiting for me. I will also tell you that I started feeling last night. The first thing I remember feeling was my right leg and left leg both started twitching, and then I started getting this like intense panic, tachycardia going on in my chest, and I was stuck because I am currently limited to taking 2 Xanax per day. Normally, I break them up in halves. Um, but it was a bad day in general. So I had already taken 1 full already. So I had 1 left to take. And so because I didn't treat at the beginning, like you see fire in the kitchen, you don't wait for your kitchen to be on fire to grab the fire extinguisher. You get that stuff out now. And that's how my brain is trying to explain to my doctors why I need the medications that I need, because I'm trying to put out the house fire before it starts as chicken I left grilling on the hard-boiled eggs I left boiling on the stove and never bothered checking, and suddenly the water's evaporated, everything smells nasty, and the house starts to burn down. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, about an hour and a half. It happened about an hour and a half. Like, yeah. This is a seizure was about an hour, or were you sleeping during the seizure? I was sleeping. Like for
I
me.
mean, like, you weren't asleep the entire time, but you were asleep for some of it.
Yeah, I had impaired awareness where I was in and out of consciousness. I don't have, yes, I don't have the kind of seizures where I'm like in in danger of passing away. I guess is the safest way to say that, because I'm not choking on my tongue. I'm not
None of that stuff's happening.
right.
It's
You don't
happening
need to
the
have a
whole
piece.
time.
You don't have to have a piece of wood to put between my teeth, so I don't like swallow my tongue or anything like that. It's all it. For me, I explained all of this away as MCAS brain fog, because when they tell you brain fog, no one's ever actually like gone into like super huge depth of what that's supposed to feel like. So I thought it was all of this. Um, yeah, it literally, like, I knew that I was starting to get out of it when my legs start to twitch. Um, I'm like, oh great, like I want to take my medication right then and there, and I want to start with the two hard, the two heavy hitters, because if I don't stop it before it starts, it's like waiting for a forest fire to start at Yosemite and then hope that you can put it out before it burns the entire effing fire forest down. Um, like I don't know my I know my symptom of dominoes, and if I start with my leg twitching and the feeling I have here, because this wasn't as effective as my ion Benadryl, because that contains some coconut allergens in it, and there's a reason my medication is compounded. Um, yeah. Anyway, and I can't take any more of my stuff that starts with X. How do I feel after? I feel tired. Tired. It starts with a weird, I call it allergy tired, because I used to like think it was like an MCAS, like MCAS triggered, like but it starts because I start feeling like really tired. Something triggered it, and I start feeling super off. Like I used to refer to it as Alice in Wonderland syndrome, which I know is its own syndrome, but like I know you're there. I just don't maybe hear everything you're saying. And here's the big one. I am pretty sure. Remember the Ritalin incident?
Huh?
Remember the Ritalin?
I don't have any idea what you're
Okay,
talking about.
so my daughter was about 9, and when I had figured out we had figured out that I have ADHD, and my doctor said, okay, well we'll try Ritalin first, and if that doesn't work, we will switch you to Adderall. If you have any adverse effects, make sure that you obviously reported to us, and blah blah blah. Let's move on. Great. Okay. Um, I took that Ritalin and it turned me into a zombie, and I can tell you that I officially know what it feels like to feel as if you're in a coma, but not actually be in a coma, because one dose of Ritalin, and not only did I sleep 13 hours, but when my husband tried waking me up because he had to leave for work at 3 p.m., he had to start his shift at 3, and I was still in bed. I could hear him talking to me. I could hear him asking me if I'm okay. I could hear him asking me if I would call him after I snapped out of it. And then he got our kid and some of her toys and put her in the bed next to me, told him to remind Mama to text him after he woke up, and also on his way out turned around and said, "Oh, and we're calling your doctor tomorrow. You're not taking this again, ever." They switched me to the stimulant medication that starts with an A for the brand name. Never happened again. But will I ever touch that medication again? Heck no. Okay. Next section. First, hello, Pauline from Chronically Spicy. We're going through an article on Healthline talking about focal and partial focal seizures, and including symptoms and causes. So here's a section on how is focal epilepsy diagnosed. If you're interested in seeing the entire video, I do have the whole thing under my lives, which I will go through and edit as soon as I can, and wipe out all of the extra talking, and just so that I'm reading the article and you've got another reference that you can possibly take to your physician if you are suspecting that you have focal epilepsy, or if they've asked you to do your own research, which some doctors do. So please make sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and let's go. Doctors cannot disagree. Doctors cannot diagnose epilepsy by performing just one test. They make the diagnosis by asking you about you personal and your family medical history, and performance tests such as a routine EEG, a prolonged video EEG monitoring, a neurological exam, which involves testing your reflexes, senses, muscles, ability to walk and move, mental functions. Imaging tests such as computed tomography, CT scans, and magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, blood tests. In addition to tests used to help diagnose focal epilepsy, healthcare professionals may use the following tests to plan treatment, such as surgery, position emission tomography, PET scan, single photon emission computed tomography, SPECT scan, and intracranial monitoring, which involves inserting electrodes into your brain. There you go. That's what we've got on diagnosis for focal epilepsy. I will be back and see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Okay. Did you ask? those with sleep apnea have higher chances of sleep paralysis. Yeah, I have CNS sleep apnea. I only remember one episode of sleep paralysis.
If you have sleep paralysis, just eventually tell the thing to fuck off. It probably will.
The sleep paralysis. I'm gonna have a lot of background noise. Um, those with my sleep paralysis. I only remember one. Okay. Give me a second. Go stuck. Okay. See, this makes sense. All right. We're gonna read this one section, and then I will take another break for talking with my TikTok crew. Let's see. We have two people? Two people watching? I believe we have two people watching. I can't tell because YouTube is weird. We have one. Oh, you can't see. Oh, 1 second. Give me a second. Uh, Go stuck if you can't read the article on mobile. Give me 1 second. And switch screen over here to. Mm, no, I can't. I thought I could. Sorry, I guess not. I might have to do some of this as like that's why I alternate my article reading between green screening with YouTube and going live on YouTube. Sorry, TikTok, going live on YouTube. Um, my leg feels like someone kicked. It's feeling all super. I'm going on a fast. I can't eat anything. All right, go to
Just lovely.
uh, okay, this is great. I'm having a fun time. We're all
This
learning.
is a good old time. This is not totally suffering me.
We're all learning something new. It's educational. It's great. This is fun.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, also epilepsy also does have comorbidity with autism. If I remember correctly.
Let's see.
Is it?
I don't know.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Give me a second. Okay. We're gonna share this over here. Hey everyone, this is Pauline from Cracky Spicy, and I have a little nugget of information to share with you. If you are part of the neurodivergent community, if you're autistic, comorbidity of epilepsy and autism is frequent. Approximately 30% of children with autism have epilepsy, and vice versa. The high rate of comorbidity is thought to be caused by genetic and microconstructural brain differences. The full article is practicalneurology.com and epilepsy and autism. I'm going to link this in the description boxes, and everything on the and captions and whatever for different social media. And I will have to do a live read on the entire article on this one at a different point in time. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, share your experience if you have an epilepsy and autism, and if you don't and you're experiencing any of the symptoms in any of my other shorts or the full video, whichever part you see, might be time to talk to your doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. I am simply sharing my personal experience and information that I find from valued resources. And everything from Healthline is evaluated by a medical professional before it's published. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, 1 second.
Yay! Yay!
Oh,
I know this because I know my friend. Well, I don't talk to her as much as I used to, but I know she also has. I know she's both autistic and also ADHD, and also has epilepsy, plus the other issues. So, yeah, that's why I know about this. I can actually maybe ask her if she is willing to talk about her experience or something, but I haven't talked to her in a while, so we'll see.
yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go here. You guys. I've been telling doctors that my leg has been jerking for years. No, that's just stress leg syndrome. I'm like, no, it only happens if I before my period or if I've had something like, coffee or something. But it doesn't happen the rest of the time. Can you predict our RLS? And they thought I was being insulting and whatever. So yeah. Um I, I can, this is probably all right. Let's go back to sharing the screen. Uh, and we're going to read this portion. What's the treatment for focal epilepsy? Okay. Um, anti-seizure medication. Anti-seizure medication, which we're clicking on, are the primary treatment for focal epilepsy. These medications are effective at treating seizures in about 70% of people with epilepsy. Many anti-seizure medications are available, and you may have to try several types before finding out ones that work. What happens if you're allergic to everyone, and you only start with ones are actually like compatible? 1 second. Here we go. Now we're gonna share this page because we're looking at epilepsy and seizure medication list. Medically reviewed by HTD Sellers BS, Pharmacy, PharmD, and Attorney, and the Healthline editorial published 2021. All right. Seizures can occur for a number of reasons, such as injury or sickness. Epilepsy can also lead to seizures, since it causes your brain to send abnormal signals. There are several types of epileptic seizures. Many of them can be treated with anti-seizure medications. Medications used to treat epilepsy that are called anti-epileptic drugs, AEDs, are more than 30 there are more than 30 prescriptions AED on the market, and mostly available as oral capsules or tablets. Your options depend on your allergies. Okay, I added that. Your age, your lifestyle, your chance of becoming pregnant. That didn't work when I was younger either. I'm lucky. I don't know. The stars aligned. The types of seizures you have and how often you have seizures. Types of epileptic drugs, AEDs, include narrow spectrum and broad spectrum. Some people need more than one medication to prevent seizures. Narrow spectrum AEDs are designed for the specific types of seizures. These drugs are often used to treat events that occur in a specific part of the brain on a regular basis. If you have more than one type of seizure, a broad spectrum AED may be the best choice of treatment. These drugs are designed to treat or prevent seizures in more than one part of the body. All right, we're gonna let that go there for short, and make sure you check out my other um, epileptic journey playlist. I believe what I called it, but it's got the word epilepsy in there. And I will make sure to mark this video to be able to come back and do a full read on this one at another time. Please like, share, subscribe, uh, and I hope that you have a good day, a boring day, and stay safe. Like, share, subscribe. Okay? See you on the other side. Okay, 1 second. Oh, fuck. 1 second. Oh, it's not plugged into the wall. I mean, why is my son's computer up again? Okay. I am currently trying to find the article I'm actually sharing. This one. Okay. Okay. Right? Yes. All right. So we're going to start this one. Hey, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and we are discussing this Healthline article, which we're breaking down into mini pieces to put the puzzle all together for YouTube. And please like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you are dealing with any of these symptoms, know anybody else who is. And don't worry, I'll be also doing a video later on high comorbidity between autism and epilepsy. So, yeah, spoiler alert. We'll be on that soon. A different video though. All right. What are the treatments for focal epilepsy? Anti-seizure meds. Anti-seizure meds for focal epilepsy. These medications are effective at treating seizures in about 70% of people. Many anti-seizure medications are available, and you may have to try several types before finding the one that works for you. Surgery. People who don't have improvement in 1 second. People who don't have nope. People who do not have improvement after at least 2 anti-seizure medications can benefit from surgery. The most common surgery to treat focal epilepsy involves removing part of your temporal lobe, hippocampus, or amygdala. The procedure has a success rate of 60 to 70%. Keto diet. some children who can't or don't respond to anti-seizure meds see improvement after adopting a ketogenic diet, which involves eating restricted carbohydrates. We'll discuss that much later, but this explains why I feel, I'd say, 95% better than I do right now, and why I only used to have episodes while I was following keto. I only used to have episodes when they were being triggered by actual IgE-mediated allergens like sex exposure. Okay. So how many more? Okay, the last one. Neuromodulation involves a medical device connects the nerve area that affects areas of the brain involved in seizure activity. Types of neurotransmission include vagus nerve stimulation, deep brain stimulation of the anterior nucleus of the thalamus, and responsive neurostimulation. All right, there you go. This is it for this short on YouTube. In the next one, we're going to discuss how to help someone having a focal seizure. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's keep the conversation going. And please make sure you subscribe and help me reach 1,000 followers. My goal for this year is to hit 1,000 so that I can actually make my content creation and advocacy into uh, a job because starting to look like I might not be able to have another one. And on that happy note, see you in the next video.
Lovely. So lovely.
Woo.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, we are almost done with this very depressing, but very informative article. Okay. Okay, this was gonna be like 30 seconds. Hey, it's Polly from Chronically Spacey, and I've got a quick bit for you on how to help someone having a focal seizure from healthline.com. If you want to see the entire article being read from beginning to end, you can first check out the live that is already on my channel, or you can be patient and wait for me to put just do a flat read and turn it into an article and post because I think it needs to be up on all platforms. I might do that on YouTube. I might do that on Facebook. Nope, TikTok, and move it over here. Anyway, so how to help someone having a focal seizure. First aid is usually not intended for focal seizures since they don't typically cause loss of consciousness. Ways you can help someone who is having a focal seizure include removing harmful objects, keeping them away from flames, bodies of water, and unsafe areas, helping them sit down to avoid falling, and stopping activities that could lead to injury. All great tips. Okay, so please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and you can check out this and any other information I have on different types of seizures and treatment options, etc., on my epilepsy playlist. Uh, please also sure to share and like because those are two great ways to help me and my content actually get onto the algorithm. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Um, Oh god. Really? Really? Okay. Oh my god. I know ghosts suck. Hello, Joy and Wendy and Tiger Girl. How are you doing? Um, are you? How are you? Wait, you're waiting until I try to read the one on the medication list with a straight face because I'm gonna be allergic to everything except for the things I'm currently taking.
That's totally fun. That's totally not terrifying at all.
I've already I've already read through um options and I have two.
Both of them.
And those are two I'm already taking. Just higher doses. Uh and I only have one of them on hand right now. I need a neurologist because oh my god. Because right now my regular doctor's telling me that I can't get another um Ben's prescription pills unless it's a neurologist because that's like, Georgia is just as Minnesota as it is on the uh, prescription writing of such medication uh, because they're really scared of, well, I might get investigated. I don't know. You might also help a patient, but hey, here you go. All right.
I
Ooh,
know he's gonna be much better.
1 second.
But,
Uh, I I am Hauser.
Hi, Hauser.
Yeah, this is not the real Hauser, you guys. Um, I have do anybody know who Hauser is? He is, an incredible world-renowned,
I don't
um,
think you
cellist, and he's, incredibly there's this thing he does with the microphone that's kind of, like, very intimate and beautiful. I have no idea any other way to explain that. Um, the man is magic, and apparently he has bots up the wazoo because I'm being followed by so many Housers who um, wanting to PM me because they're the manager for Hauser, and they've been asked to private message me on Hauser's behalf, on Stefan's
probably do anything
ass.
related to
Yeah, yeah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I know that,
also, if anyone needs to hear, oh, hey, I'm a really famous person, don't they are you're either too old to be here or too young to be here.
yeah, yeah, 1 second. I'm blocking the Hauser Stepan because guess what? You are not and, do not like to, no, you're lucky I didn't report your ass as for that maybe somebody else, because let me tell you, the real Hauser Stepan, who has sung with the greats like Andrea Bocelli, um, is not gonna be on TikTok on a Thursday night checking out one of my lives. It's just not. We're not it's like being in different tax brackets, okay? Um, when money walks by you and you know that the woman who just walked by you is wearing perfume that costs more than your car and leggings that cost more than a month's mortgage. Um, you just know. And this ain't real. So, you know what? Let's see, where is that? Ooh, they changed this. Intellectual property infringement. There you go. Okay. Besides, I've seen Hauser's women. I'm not really in his. I don't think I'm in that category. Okay. All right. Also, I'm married. All right. So next section. Hey everyone, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and we are breaking down information from this health plan article on focal seizures and impaired focal seizures. If you'd like to see the entire unedited, you can check out the live version of the video, or you can wait until I post the article with green screen options from YouTube, from TikTok onto YouTube. So now let's go with one. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Please make sure that you help us spread awareness for chronic illness. And your comment and your letting this play over and over while you're washing the dishes or walking the dog on your laptop back at home. I wouldn't mind that. All right. So, what's the outlook for individual with focal epilepsy? Focal epilepsy often has a good outlook when treated with medications or surgery. Focal seizures have a lower chance of causing injury than generalized seizures, which involve both sides of your brain. Many children with focal epilepsy outgrow it and remain seizure-free throughout the years. On average, on average, children with focal epilepsy have an 80% reduction in seizures over 7 years. So that's good news. All right. So again, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, we have one more. We're just gonna finish reading this last section, the FAQ here. Hey everyone, it's Pauline from Chronically Spicy, and I have not been sharing this tab. That's awesome. All the other videos, I didn't show the tab. It's okay. We're gonna let it go. Okay. I'm not gonna do those. I'm not gonna post those as short. I'm just gonna let them go the way they are. Okay. Um, can you have frequently asked questions? Can you have a high quality of life with focal epilepsy? Many people with focal epilepsy can have a high quality of life with medication. Many people whose epilepsy doesn't respond to medications experience improvements with surgery. What does focal epilepsy feel like? Focal epilepsy can feel different from person to person, depending on which part of the brain is affected. People often describe experiencing muscle stiffness, seeing flashing lights, feeling numbness or tingling in their limbs. Will I lose consciousness during my seizure? You will stay conscious during focal aware seizures, but lose consciousness during focal impaired awareness seizures. Okay, takeaway. Focal epilepsy involves repeated focal seizures that affect only one area of your brain. It's the most common type of epilepsy in adults and children. Many people with focal epilepsy experience seizure relief with medications. You may need to try several types before finding the right one that works for you, which is often the case. All right, this is the most recent update of this article. It was written by Daniel Yetman and updated last on November 13th of 2023. and I will make sure that the link to this article, as well as others, are in the description box. And don't worry, um, one of these days, if I get enough hate mail on any of the videos, um, I will go through and recreate the ones where you're like, you're not even reading what's on the page, and I'll be like, "Oh, right, yeah, sure. I have ADHD, okay, thanks, okay, bye." Oh, yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. This is great. This is so great. One second. I pulled mine out here again. Okay. This is the best. This is so much fun because I've been having these for years. I don't even know if these were a thing when I was a kid.
For like the less variety.
Yeah, mine are the ones that involve passing out sometimes.
Well, yeah, but the other.
I have both. I think I have both kinds. Uh-huh.
You guys cannot be normal with anything, can you?
No,
I think it's illegal, actually.
no.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, not especially when you're chronically ill and also have neurodivergence.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm going to end the stream on the live stream here on YouTube, and eventually, one day, possibly, maybe, I will go back and edit so that only so it's only just the article, and then I might go back and edit so that I can read the actual sections I was reading that I could see that you couldn't see. I forgot to switch the screen that when I was sharing, that other, different screen. Okay, but probably not unless, like, you know, people actually see it and start to complain. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and, if you're chronically ill or deal with chronic pain, I wish you stability, and the best day that you can have. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next live stream. Stay tuned for that because I am trying to get in touch with a few people to schedule interviews that will appear on here and my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, or possibly, um, Twitter, Instagram, or if I can, use, one of the desktops, I can possibly put it on TikTok as well for a dual live stream. But we'll have to see how that works once I get verification of the interview. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Oh my god. Okay, so let me think here. I'm almost positive I had a focal, impairment or whatever you call it, seizure right after I had my daughter. I'm pretty because I could hear my dad, um, ask, "Well, I thought that her not taking any pain meds would keep this from happening. She doesn't react well to pain meds." That's why I told him, "I'm not doing an epidural, I'm sorry. I don't care for throwing Pitocin my way. There's a this is my first baby, and I have a feeling, I don't know why, 'cause this is probably gonna be my last baby, so it can hurt like a mother, 'cause I'm not doing this again, probably, and I was right. Um, but, yeah, um, I was shivering and shaking in the bed. Um, I'm in a hospital, mind you, okay? I had just given birth after, 13 hours, I think, of labor, intense back labor because my child was, well, she hated me, apparently, on the way out because she was being evicted early because of preeclampsia, and, I could hear people in the room, but I couldn't answer them when they asked if I was okay, which is why my father asked my midwife why I was shivering in the bed, and, she said to him, something along the lines of, if even if she didn't take the anesthesia or the epidural offered, um, you know, um, her hormones are changing very, very quickly right now. High MCAS dump, right? Um, and that could cause this to happen. And my dad was like, "Oh, okay."
There, no, that is confusing. So your season's allergic reactions.
Say that again. Say that again.
I was trying to say that little did I know that could be a trick. Well, it is a focal seizure, and it's not because just a
Yeah. Oh my god. I had my first one that I can remember when I was 15. Give me a second, and I'll tell you. Okay, when I was driving this is the first one I can remember, okay? There may have been other ones, and if I remember, I'll share later, because they're gonna come to me in bits and pieces, obviously, I'm, like, trying to access, like, a different portion of, like, my memory bank at this point, 'cause stuff that I normally like, my brain threw it out a long time ago, right? I was driving home from work. I was a I don't remember which job this was. I believe this job, I was a busser at, a local Italian restaurant, in the city, one over from mine, that they were the high tax bracket, high money, group, and we were where the poor people lived. Um, and then in between us and them was East Detroit, which is and Detroit was, like, right next to us. So it was this huge mix of, like, money and no money. Um, anyway, the restaurant I worked at was for the big money, uh, and I was driving home, and it was only, like, a 10-minute drive, okay? I woke up about an hour and a half later, possibly longer, pulled up on a side street, 1 block over from my parents' house. Literally, if I'd made one more right, I would've pulled, into onto my street. I'm assuming that I didn't because I knew that I was way messed up and I needed to not show up at home that way. Because I figured I knew what the assumption would be, and that if I was slurring, I don't know if I was or not, I wasn't talking to anybody, but nothing I could say was going to explain away what I think any parent would assume of their child if they came in acting and talking the way I would have been if I'd done that, right? But I don't know if I even would have made it that far because I think at the very most, I might have pulled up into their driveway and then just passed out, which is also is going to be interpreted in one way and one way only by said family, parental figures from Mexico. So I think that was my first focal seizure that I can remember. There was no way I was gonna be able to explain that. Um, and, I remember looking at the clock and going, "Holy crap," like, um, and trying to remember, how did I get from there to here? I don't understand. Like, my brain for a second literally went, "Did the aliens beam me up and move my car? Like, what the hell?" Um, because I had no idea, um, what happened. That is all I can figure is what happened, not the aliens. This. The aliens wouldn't be interested. I'm stressed up, so, they will not be calling the mothership interesting. 15. Now, granted, did I ever tell anybody this was happening? No, because I'm autistic and I have ADHD. Projection sensitive dysphoria is real. I couldn't explain it, so I wouldn't be able to explain it without tripping over myself and explaining it in ways that were going to just sound incredibly weird. Um, yeah, no, I wasn't gonna be explaining it any way that was gonna get me an EEG. Everything I would have explained, the way it would have been coming out of my mouth would have I explain my physical symptoms when I can recognize them, the same way kids do. Like, I used to tell people that, um, my mouth gets really dry, I can't, that mouth that makes my mouth dry. Um, guess what? Loss of salivary glands is one of the first things during anaphylaxis. Okay, um, bananas make me sneeze. Y'all, who's got the straitjacket, um, guess what? Especially after they showed up as on my 4th test of bananas, um, and it was my smart doctor, my best doctor, who was like, "Look, if you react to a food twice, consider yourself allergic. You have enough allergies, even if it doesn't show up on the test on the allergy sheet as positive. Medications, you're allergic to first reaction, okay? And, by the way, you have to move. How's anywhere with snow bordering Canada sound? I mean, like absolute hell? Him. Yeah, but you stay here for too long, the desert's really and truly going to off you. You wanna know why? Because there is one tree, the mesquite tree, that is a member of the legume family. This tree is not officially added to any of the latex cross syndrome lists I've seen anywhere, mind you. Um, because I don't know. I put way more puzzle pieces together than I have to, but it's usually after the fact because we were already gone and I was researching. This I figured it out maybe 3 or 4 months ago where I'm like, "Wait a minute, what?" Because I was checking for it was in September, early September, very early September, before we moved here. Um, I'm like, 'cause I was worried. I'm like, "Are there mesquite trees, like, in this part of Georgia that we're moving to?" Shut up, don't say anything. Th don't you say a word.
I'm not
Okay,
saying
thank you,
anything.
thank
I'm
you.
thinking.
That's fine, but out loud, no. Okay. I keep all of my medicines and all these medicines in, like, one of those totes you shove into, like, an open counter, like those cubicles. And my husband's like, "Oh, one of these days you're gonna knock that over, you have to pick it all up, but you really need to reorganize that better." And I'm like, "Yeah, but ADHD." And he's like, "Oh."
ADHD.
Yeah, I just dropped it. It's all on the floor. Okay. Um. Okay. 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 So let's see. Tomas, how are you doing? All right. Who do else do it? We have Kiskana. What? I cannot read shit. We have Kiskana. I can't see your name, and I'm sorry, but it's awesome. Okay. Not that I can't see it. It's an awesome name. All right. If you want to go live, if you have any of the symptoms that I'm having or dealing with or talking about, let me know. Um, and I'll invite you to the chat. Don't worry, I already deleted Fake Hauser because he's not real. Because Real Hauser is not going to be in my chat on a Thursday night. Um, yeah. Uh, I'm living, so I feel like that's the goal, says Talmage. Oh my God, that's a t-shirt. I asked everybody how they were doing, and Talmage said, I'm living. I feel like that's the goal.
I mean, it is the goal, but it also kind of sucks.
So listen, I have some news to share that is not seizure related. It's actually pretty cool. Let me open up my Gmail so I can show you what I am talking about. I am going to be starting a merch store. And that's because I got invited to participate in, let's see, it's the wrong account here. Let me see here. Oh, I hate you. I hate when I hate when it makes me do this. Oh, how often? Really, I hate you. 1 second. Oh, that's why. Sorry. Okay, 1 minute. All right. No, I don't want to do any of that. All right. So here we go. All right. So I have been invited to participate in with a company called The Fourth Wall by invite only. And it is a brand building platform that allows 1 minute. Why is it still asking if I want to share a screen? Because I don't. Um, close that. Oh, because it's showing that I'm live, but I'm not actually recording. Okay, that's interesting. All right, clicking that out. Okay. All right. So anyway, fourth wall. I'm gonna show you this. See if you can actually see it and hear it properly. Flip camera, and here we go.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Fourth Wall. My name is Leah, and I'm going to be taking you through the onboard system.
My art, can you imagine? And come on to it.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. Pumpkin spicy logo hoodie. I get to do one. Mm. Yeah, yeah, go stuff. Mm. Yeah. What song is it? Listen. Intense for my people who want to be mods. Let me know. Okay. All right. 1 second. Nope. Cancel. Flip camera. 1 second. All right. How cool is that? Because I was looking and they don't have it yet set up so that you can actually design products on your iPhone yet. But you can do it on laptop, no desktop. So and I can order samples so that people can I can see if I like things first and all that good stuff. Um but there are so many options.
And
Um
I'm good at making designs for things, and she already has a lot of art stuff.
yep.
So
There is one of my let me see. Uh, let me see if I can find it. Um twitchy as fuck. This weekend's gonna suck. Um okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna show you. Hmm. Now, with adding, picture this with adding like words and I don't know sayings like Talmage. Talmage is like I don't know living. That's where that's what the hell. There we go. That's the goal, right?
you're
All
so
right.
good at like talking in general.
Yeah, I know I am. I'm rocking it. Okay, so this one's not bad. Okay. Like we'll get to the final one. Hey teddy bears. Okay. Then there's a lot of this is Day of the Dead art because that's what I focus on mostly. But there's also remember the last she persisted. I had somewhere I have a print of this, and that's a good message for the chronically ill. Um, and I can remake something like this too, right? So there's one option. Um, let's see. I painted an Easter egg once, and and I somehow timed that perfectly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the only time ever. It's never happening again. That's the only time that's ever happened. Okay. Um, let's see. I can do things like um Eliana's got a tote bag that I made for her that says, sh- why are you still talking? I'm not even listening in tiny words. And it's amazing because it just looks like a repeating print and no one exactly goes duck. And she's never once had anybody in public go, "Oh my god, you are so rude." They might
I don't think anyone would have that sort of reaction to a bag like that unless they were just
right.
with her. But
Right. And then look at this.
I love the fact that that song is about Penelope Scott, and the song is called Self-Care. And it's
Really?
okay, funny. Yeah, that's the song that you're playing right now is called Self-Care by Penelope Scott.
This necklace. When I write out the full page of thumbs, and then I start going over it in different layers and different colors of gel pen, like that are like lighter or darker to like make the 3D effect. You, I basically save I basically save a copay that week because that page becomes my therapy session.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the song is literally called Self-Care.
I freaking love that. I'm so glad I shared that. And I also have a 1 second. My table's a mess. Okay. I also
Oh God, I actually just remembered that the whole thing about the self-care song was literally about that kind of self-care doesn't work for me. That's literally the whole that began the song. Anyways.
Yeah, it's okay. But I have and I think I'm gonna be doing I think this is my tomorrow project. Well, it possibly be tonight. I don't know. I have I forgot what you call it. I think it's welding, not welding. The kind of pen you can write metal in. Um, I forgot what it's called. But basically, I wanted to learn how to write different.
engraving tool?
Huh?
Is it the engraving tool?
Yeah, engraving tool. That.
Yes.
Yeah. Engraving tool. So my husband got me this set, and for Christmas, and he bought me a cheap piece of sheet metal to practice writing in it because I was just gonna get like a $15 like looks like a pen and this is all it does kind of diddly do. And my husband was like, if you're gonna spend the money on something, spend it on something that doesn't suck. And I'm like, yeah, but you always get things that are so complicated.
Well, yeah, because the things that suck are not
Thank you.
because there's nothing to them and they're going to break in a week. So.
And then Amazon would give me my money back and then get a new one.
One that actually works works better and it'll last longer once you learn how to use it.
And the cheapskate is so strong.
He's Mexican.
You raised me to be like this. This is entirely your fault that I am like I am. Like, even on the autism bit, technically.
Look.
Like, all of the fingers pointed directly at you.
Should I say it? Okay. I'm really sorry you exist. Oh, and you're not special.
I'm sorry I gave birth to you, child.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. At least you took it the right way. I've apologized. One time I was trying to tell her that I forgot. I was trying to say that what was I trying to say to you?
I have no fucking idea. Do you think I remember? I don't remember
Okay.
like 3 days ago. Jesus.
You were in the same spot at the same time. Probably wearing the same clothes. Beautiful fingers. Yes, I'm always number one. Okay, so yeah, so I'm thinking there are different ways that I can do different things I can do for merch, including
That isn't any of the things you were just talking
blah
about.
blah blah. What?
That was none of the things you were just talking about.
What were you talking about?
You were first of all, you were talking about like something completely unrelated. And then you were going to explain the whole origin of why you're not special and I'm sorry you exist things are funny.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. So they're funny because I forgot what I said to start the conversation, but what came out when I said the response was, "You're not special." I mean, when I realized that I said it, and like that, she knew that I meant it the other way, and she was, and I was just laughing too hard to even continue the conversation. So that's a joke now. And the second one was
I actually remember the context behind this one. I was sitting over here and I was bitching about being like in physical pain because I always am. It's just when it's worse, I will bitch about it relentlessly. And so she was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gave birth to you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I reproduced.
And then I proceeded to make a realistic duck noise, and she went, "Oh, I'm not sorry anymore." So.
Yeah, I said I'm so sorry I reproduced.
Yeah, and then I went whack whack, and then you immediately retracted that.
Yeah. Oh my god. So okay. So now on the merch products. One thing. Yeah, I can definitely do a chronically spicy logo. Eliana has a Soup Mageddon design that she designed for me.
I'm probably going to make a new one / multiple variants of that.
Okay. She
There's a lizard.
Hi, lizard.
It's meant to be in here. Don't worry. It's mine.
Okay.
A lizard.
And
Gecko.
I have a so when Soup Mageddon happened and that one video went viral a long time ago from people thinking that I was being the R wordist because I wouldn't, because I was like, I have MCAS, I wouldn't, and not even if you paid me.
I'm confused how they took, this person doesn't like the people from this country as a whole.
How did what? How? What?
On YouTube?
From like, hey, talk, because it was like some soup that's like it's been in basically being made constantly throughout the span of decades, and they just add new stuff to it, and yada yada, and histamines, and nothing was brought up about it. So the fact that that's what their minds went to concerns me more than anything else, but it made it viral.
I had a lot of people with out of tan telling me that I was problematic.
And the funny part was when she says without a tan, she doesn't mean they were from like one of the like paler parts of Asia, because they're still POC. indignant white people who don't know what shutting up is. Which seems to be a weird amount, but we ignore that.
You see how I talk? I try to talk around it, and she's like, "No, see what she actually means is,
She means the white women who probably don't have any joy in their lives. That think their only work is talking for people who have mouth already.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Hey everybody. Okay, so anyway, Ellie created on YouTube. That video got, I think, like 500,000 views. And on TikTok, I think it was my first to cross 1,000 mark.
And it went a lot past that.
And then it went a lot past that because a lot of people were like, and that is so wrong. You are so problematic. How dare you? And how dare you insult the people in the culture? And I'm like, did anybody notice my tan yet? I'm Mexican. I can't eat avocados. Or chorizo or barbacoa.
I could if I wanted to. I just don't like avocados.
I miss avocados. Like,
I hate avocados.
love them.
Don't understand why they exist.
Okay, but we can still be friends, I guess. But so anyway, Eliana designed a shirt for me. She as a logo, and she's really good. She's really good. I can do the whimsical stuff that you've seen. She does.
I can do backgrounds, usually lineless. I can do characters. I can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm good at the stuff that like isn't just the like doodly.
Yeah. She can do everything I can do. So stop talking and fucking render it.
Oh, I'm doing both at once because I can multitask. Anyway, want to see?
Okay, fine.
I don't think my hand motions are tied to me shutting up.
I wish they were.
No, I'm part Italian. I have Italian. I have Italian here. Like, come on. The hand motions are a part of the talking all the time. Let's see if the lighting will. There we go. There we go. Now you can see it. Look at it.
Is that hand drawn?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Duh. What?
What is this all hand drawn? No. See, I took a picture. And I'm just putting stuff over it.
AI, and it did some magic.
Only reason I was asking is because some of your stuff isn't.
As in, I used to use bases from Gotcha to make the pose underneath, but it was still all hand drawn.
Yeah. Okay, when I asked you.
Also, how would this look anything like any of the other stuff? And also, I've been doing none of that for an extended period of time.
I know. It's pretty. Sit down and go shut up.
We love each other so much in this household.
Oh my god. Hey Tomash, how are you? There's an echo, and that's because my AirPod is not in its case